Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lemmy here, back with another reading, and this is going to be for Gemini for the Jupiter in Taurus transit. Thank you so much for tuning into this message. I hope it finds you well. Also, if you're looking for a personal reader or a personal astrologer, my information will be available in the description box below. You can also email me directly. That information will be available as well. Okay, so I'm going to use the Oracle of the Radiant Sun deck to do a 12-month spread ahead for this Jupiter and Taurus transit for anywhere you have Gemini in your chart. Okay, now this is going to be this is going to be second house. Right? No, I'm confused by what I wrote now, and I got pregnancy brain, so forgive me. Yeah, because Gemini is second house to the Jupiter transit. So, all right. So this Jupiter Taurus is going to be 12th house to wherever you have Gemini in your chart. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and just clear the energy. Call in the benevolence of Archangel Raphael, the divine healing energy, so you can create a great look and translation that is easily attained and understood by me, the reader, as well as whoever this message is for. Okay. This is a general message for Gemini energy, so it may or may not resonate with you or for you, and that's okay. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment below should this video resonate with you in any way. Okay. Excuse the outside. It's a good day here. It's 70 degrees. It's very green outside, so it's a good day, to be out. So, all right. So we're gonna start with June. All right. So we got June. Here we have Mars in Sagittarius. Okay, for June. So June is looking like a month where there's going to be a challenge or a fight for the type of faith that you have. It's going to require you to exercise your faith and maybe even literally exercise. You're going to be challenged with certain belief systems, and it's going to awaken the level of faith that you actually have in yourself, or just in general, what type of philosophies or even religious background that you have is going to be called into question or may be needed to be under review. Okay, you could be put into situations with people who may be very religious or very philosophical. Certain aspects of philosophy or faith or even judicial matters, having to go to courts, the court system, those matters may come up that you may need to address with one other person. I do see this mostly as like you needing to understand that the more faith you have in yourself for things to go right and prosperous, the more they'll actually be that way. It requires action, as this is a Mars placement. It does require you to take action as if you already know your mission or your intention will be fulfilled. You're going to be constantly guided and moved into a direction that is going to bring you more fulfillment, and it may make you feel uncomfortable, or maybe you have to step outside of your comfort zone, but that's only because you're being guided to go in a direction that you did not foresee happening. You can't stay stuck on what you feel is best or what you desire or what you want, because there's something way bigger than what you can see that is taking place with your physical eyes. So it's best that you follow the direction that your spirit guides are pushing you into, or the synchronicity messages that you're going to be getting. You need to heed them, because you may think there may be one way to the fulfillment of whatever purpose that you're trying to bring to manifestation, but there's actually a better way. It just requires you to kind of step outside of your comfort zone a bit. So going into July, we have Jupiter in Leo, publicity. Okay, so whatever your mission is or whatever direction you're trying to go in, it is going to bring you more exposure. It is going to take you to places where you're going to be like the star of the show, or you're going to be very important. Okay, you also may get be still high off all of the attention that you may be getting from your birthday season going into July. That's actually going to kind of like set you off in some type of mood, or just a cycle of where you may be going out a lot, you may be partying a lot, you may see other people a lot, like you're getting yourself out there, you're getting more known, you're going out and having more fun, you're being in the sun a lot more, maybe going on vacation, or you could also use this time as a perfect opportunity for you to work on whatever skills you have connected to the arts, whether it's you know doing yoga, making music, creating like physical art with your hands would be definitely a good time to do this in July. If you're looking to sell any of these items, that will also be a good thing to do, especially if you're doing for a good cause, like for charity or something like that. That would be a great idea for you to do as well. July could be a month where you're more involved with other children. You may be around children a lot more, but I do see this as July as a good opportunity for you to get a boost in your confidence that maybe you didn't have before. Maybe that's what you were struggling with honestly in June, and July is like the gift that you know you've acquired through faith in yourself, that you're going to have more confidence, because whatever it was you were working through in June to perfect or create, July is the manifestation of that energy through feeling like you've won, feeling like you've excelled. And that's what kind of brings the light to you and makes you more attractive, is because you've fought to continue to have faith in the things that are unseen. So when it does come to fruition, you know, don't let it go to your head. You know, don't let it get the better of you. Don't let your ego get out of control. Just be, you know, grateful and thankful that the divine has brought you, you know, the opportunity to share that faith in yourself and that confidence in yourself, that Godfidence in yourself with other people who may actually be needing that type of attention. And that's why you're being, you know, circulating the birthdays, or circulating, you know, events, or circulating your family homes, or being around other children, like you're giving off that good energy. So let's look at August. We have Jupiter again, with Jupiter in Pisces. Okay, so you could definitely be attracting someone who has been watching you for a while. You could become very, like I was saying in the month before, there's some type of attraction going on. But definitely with this Jupiter in Pisces, I can definitely see like someone is tagging along, someone is trying to, you know, hang out with you more often than not. They may be very attached to you. They may want to go everywhere with you, or there might be a relationship where there might be a bit codependency taking place at this time, where either you or the other person, or even both of you, having a hard time being separated from each other. And that can cause a bit of an issue in the relationship, because there's a blending of identities and there needs to be a separation. Of course, physical separation is what I'm referring to. We are all one, and having that balance of thought may be what the objective is for the month of August, is that you need to understand with all of this, you know, good flow of energy and this confidence in your ability to tap in and be connected with other people. At some point, especially in August, you may have to take more time to be alone or by yourself, or you may just be in situations or moments where you have a time to reflect on, you know, what has happened since your birthday and how many changes have taken place, what you noticed that has changed about yourself, and how you, having experienced those changes for good or for, you know, to do better, how it affected, you know, the environments that you're in and how people react to you, and not allowing other people's reactions, feelings, thoughts, or what have you cloud how you view yourself or make you into someone that you're not. And not constantly using people or allowing yourself to be used as a mirror for other people and nothing else, because we're already a mirror of everything that we kind of like identify with. But if someone is being like a one person friend and they just don't want to let go, they're having a hard time, they're trying to be more controlling, then you may want to look into, you know, having a outright conversation with that person, and don't avoid any type of confrontation that may come up. Just let them know that maybe you need to have your space, or maybe you just need space away from them or away from the scene that you just had in July, and it's time for you to, you know, recalibrate, refocus on that type of energy. And I do see this month also being a time where you may just, you know, have a lot of TikToks, or you may just be on Twitter a little bit more, or, you know, you're somewhere where you're being watched, or, you know, on some type of visual or some type of screen a lot more, and someone may be trying to control that or manipulate that, or you may be the person trying to manipulate that yourself, because you have a great aim with the starting out with the domination to, you know, take back control of, you know, your media, how you want to be seen and how you want to view others. Just again, remember that there's a distinctive, you know, line between the light and the dark. Okay, don't allow other people's wishes, desires, intentions, feelings, thoughts, what have you, to control how you act and how you react. Just continue to be true to yourself. Okay. So September, we have Saturn in Gemini. Okay, this is Gemini energy. So I automatically get, when I look at this card right now, is that you may want to keep your mouth shut. There may be a lot of opportunities for you to, I want to say, tell on someone or snitch on someone, or to drop a dime on someone, to tell on someone, to say something that, you know, isn't really your position to say. And as a Gemini, you have the ability to make sure that you are always, you know, just being truthful with people and letting them know what it is and where they can stick it. And it's not a big deal. But I feel like in the month of September, what you say may create a lot of havoc between you and other people. You may want to watch your words, or be very careful about the, you know, the group setting, and, you know, check the temperature of, you know, how things may need to be said, because there may be something you really need to say, but with Saturn and Gemini, it's kind of like you have to control, you know, like how you're going to present it, because sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it and the tone that you actually say it in, and that might be vastly reflected back to you through other people, because you may sense that they have more to tell you or more to share with you, and they're not really being transparent with you. So you may have to, you know, drop some key words in conversation with them to let them know, like, hey, it's okay for you to be truthful with me and just be honest and tell me what's really going on. They're trying to, you know, hide things and make it seem like it's not what it is. Okay, because it may be something missing in the relationship, but if there's no type of, you know, flowing communication or good communication, and something is blocking that communication, be hyper aware, or you may naturally end up being very hyper aware of that, and it can cause you to maybe lash out when you need the information and you're tired of waiting around for someone to give it to you. I can also see this as Mercury retrograde having a great effect on your ability to communicate, and it may affect you business-wise, where you may have a lot of people wanting to speak with you, wanting to talk with you, and you just may not be in that mood, because you may be in a mood where you want to isolate just a little bit. And considering, you know, Virgo is a square to you, there could be some definitely internal challenges where you want to say something, but you just feel like maybe it's going to cause a ruckus or create some type of havoc, and that may actually be the truth. That may actually be the case. But if something has to be said in order to create order and to have a better structure with you and the other person that you're dealing with, it may be necessary. Just again, remember, it's not sometimes what you say, it's just how you say it and the tone that you use. So going into October, we have the moon in Sagittarius here. Okay, so again, with this 9 energy, we're going to use that wisdom that we learned in September to emotionally take us on a ride we've never been on before. Okay, so this can definitely lead to having a deeper relationship with one particular person, or just especially having one with the divine. You set out on a mission in June, which I feel like a lot of us are. We're setting a new standard in our life in June that we have not, been to before, but we're going to, muster up the faith and the courage that we can do it, we can excel. And it is going to include, of course, for you to learn something in September that, may have been a bit of a hardship for you to learn, but you may actually start to see how well it was needed, and you excel better, especially in business when it comes to communication and reaching people who are an audience that you have never reached before come October. Okay, so you're definitely mastering your arts of communication in whatever lane you choose to use it in. So for November, we have Mars in Virgo criticism, and I feel like this is natural. Anytime you get to a level of success and being seen, being loved, being congratulated, there's always going to be criticism in whatever it is that you do. And I feel as if the criticism is mostly going to come from you trying to control your own story, and 50%, and then the other 50% is that other people are trying to control how you're going to be viewed. I can see this definitely as someone taking like a song or a video or whatever you made and trying to critique it like a side by side, or like a stitch or something, like on TikTok, or a reel or something. They're starting to do that a lot more. Like, people are starting to acknowledge you, and then they're trying to criticize you at the same time by putting their views up against your views and seeing which one is more factual than the other. And honestly, you should be happy. There's no such thing as bad press. Okay, you should just remember that, especially if you're not doing anything to cause harm to anyone. There's no such thing as bad press. So allow people to criticize, allow people to chatter, and take the information that they actually are giving you. Because all you really want to do, Gemini, is create conversation, because you're a conversationalist. You're very genius in how you even do this. So if it creates a chatter for other people to think beyond or research or learn something, even if it's going against or they're trying to attack what it is that you said, still congratulate yourself on the fact that someone found a way to critique you by learning more about whatever it is that they're passionate about, what they feel they need to learn, because that's really what the message overall is. If anyone is coming at you and trying to criticize you or make you feel, badly for something that you said or an initiative that you are a part of, allow it to be that way and learn from whatever they're trying to, say about you. Okay. And I'm seeing this bird fly really, really close to the lake, and it's very beautiful. Okay, yeah, definitely allow them, to say whatever it is, and then just allow yourself to just kind of, take that feedback and utilize it, because there's going to be more, especially when Jupiter moves into Gemini. There's going to be more for you to say, more for you to share, and you want to be prepared for that. Okay, you have for December, Venus in Cancer birth. Yes, so we're definitely going to take that energy, you know what I'm saying, and you structured yourself to, I do see like the Saturn in Gemini is like you structuring something that you want to create. You're putting your boundaries up a little bit more, so you are able to go more into whatever relationship you want to have with yourself, or this lifetime period. And therein lies the criticism of what other people may think or feel about the boundaries that you set. But you give birth come December to whatever it is that you've been actually focused on, and it has to come through your heart space. Okay, anything that's going to be birthed excuse me, at this time is coming from your heart space. Is coming through that sacred or sacral portal that you've really been honing your energy, that you just need to express. Okay, I do feel like with this December birth card, you're also coming into a lot of wisdom, a higher level of wisdom that may be coming through your ascended ancestors and spirit guides. They may be coming through to, highlight for you a little bit of information of where you're going to go next, what you're going to be doing next. And a lot of it has come from your ability to control, yourself, how hard you choose to work, how elegant you choose to move forward, even through all the criticisms and the harsh, statements or even hate speech that other people may make against you, not allowing that to affect you, letting it be water that rolls off of a duck's back. It doesn't mean that you don't have feelings or, certain things don't bother you, but it does mean that when you choose to move forward, it's not going to be with spite. It's not going to be with, resentment. It's going to be with the realization that this comes with the territory of being successful. January, we have Sun in Capricorn. Yes. Okay. You're going to acknowledge and will be acknowledged for the success that you've chose to make in whatever endeavor you choose to take on, especially come June of this year going into the next year. So there's an instant manifestation that will be taking place for you during January. And it's definitely like you may be signing a contract with, a major company, or someone that's major to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be major for other people, but it will be the song heard around the world is how it sounds like in my head. The song that's heard around the world. Okay. You're going to get a contract that's going to help expand whatever it is that you truly want to do. And the signing or the agreement of this contract is what's going to be heard around the world. It's going to garner a lot of more attention. People are going to start looking at you in a more presidential type of a way. They're going to want to work with you more. More criticism is going to come. But because you're so above the criticism, that you can actually take a bird's eye view and look down and see how they're forming themselves into stairs that got you to where you are. Because you took it and you utilized it, you can continue to, take those bricks and build the mansion that you're meant to have. The achievement definitely can be a new home. The achievement can definitely be a new, you're signing up with a housing company, a real estate. I'm getting to, but I'm seeing like you're signing a deal with this playhouse or something about house, lighthouse, playhouse. I'm not sure what that is, but it's like something that has to do, the company name may have house in it. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it like that. Okay, February, we have your energy here, Mars in Gemini. Okay, so February, there's going to be a lot of decisions that will have to be made, especially when signing an agreement or making a contract with another person or a company, small business or big business, doesn't matter. It's going to be big for you, and a lot of people are going to know about it. It's going to increase your status. It's going to increase, you're going to have to raise your prices. Okay. So you're going to have to make a lot of decisions on how you're going to move forward with this, new status that you have, in an effort to continue to expand, not restricting yourself, but continue to expand in a way that's going to continue to complement you. Because come March, we have the moon, the moon in Aquarius. Okay, for March. All right, so this is a doorway that you're going to walk through. You're going to make a decision. It could definitely be now I'm getting again, home, real estate, housing, something special to that effect, where you're going to be able to walk through this new doorway of ascending past something. You definitely worked your ass off, especially during the month of January. You worked your ass off, and you're acknowledging all the work that you've done. You kind of got to a place where you damn near tired, and you just like, fuck it, I just don't, want to exhaust myself. But then that's when everything kind of comes more naturally, is when you kind of let go, which is why it was easy for you to make the decision you make to choose to walk through this door and do things very differently or very independently of what the other group may think or feel. Okay, again, we have a lot of criticism that's going to be had, and it's only going to increase. So it's very important that you maintain your independence, do more work with your higher self. I definitely see like you being in a position when it comes to doing more work with your higher self, going into deeper meditations, longer meditations, or going on a retreat to, you know, allow yourself to go to another level or new chapter in your spiritual walk that you have not done yet or done before. Okay, so that was March. April, we have Jupiter, okay, in Aquarius. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and move forward and expand in this by, I feel like going through those, you know, epiphany moments, you end up getting a very great idea to expand on that will allow you to capitalize on the partnership or the new status that you have, because now everyone on the internet is going to want to be involved, want to support, and of course, talk about it. Okay, and that's what you do. You create ways for people to create conversations, whether it's yay or nay, it doesn't matter. The conversation is actually what's most important, and it's going to spread like a wildfire. Okay, and then come April, we have revenge here with Mars Scorpio. Oh yeah, so somebody is definitely going to come and try to directly come for you. Okay, because of this new idea and expansion, I do feel like someone may feel like you're trying to copyright, or you're trying to steal their idea, or you took them out of the equation originally. I don't feel it was you, was the particular person that removed this person out of, you know, the equation. I feel like it was something that they did, you know, that was actually behind your back, that actually landed them in the position that they were in the first place. So if, you know, you do end up running into some type of scandal, just do your best to, you know, stay hidden, keep manifesting or creating the thing that you want to. You may have to go and, you know, into your attic or go into some type of hermit mode a little bit, but just know for sure, anyone who tries to come for you, especially publicly, and make it seem like you did them wrong and you're kind of like blindsided because you don't understand where all this is coming from. Honestly, the person who's coming for you was actually the person who tried to get over on you. And it may be very hard for you to digest that, but you know, that's karma. Okay, that's karma. And then all of this started, you know, back here. What's this? September, June, July, August, September. Yeah, this all began in September. You chose to keep your mouth shut, you know, and move on and move ahead. They were giving criticism about you and what you did, but you still made it happen. You still moved forward. You got the status. You made the decision to move forward into a new direction. Take your isolation, take your moment to congratulate yourself and get right again. Renew that energy you have with your higher power, your higher self. Go deeper into a new chapter. Bring out something new to your idea. And when your idea is being presented to the world, someone wants to challenge it as bullshit because the whole time they was hating. And then May, right as Jupiter is going to go into your sign, Gemini, we have the moon in Pisces here. So we're definitely going to be dropping jewels, moving on and moving up. There's going to be more people open to listening to your side of the situation, as long as you don't give in to whoever this person is trying to seek revenge is. Okay, a lot more people are going to want to hear your side. A lot more people will be empathetic with you. Therefore, again, don't worry about the criticism. Definitely control your tongue during that Mercury retrograde in Virgo, and go ahead and keep continuing to make those right-hearted, guided decisions, and, you know, maintain your independence. Okay, Gemini energy, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning into this message, and I hope it finds you well. And until next time.